The biggest names in film will be in LA this Sunday for the Academy Awards.
Tonight we'll see how students and residents are getting ready. See It Live starts right now.
Tonight, the red carpet is out and several streets in Hollywood are closed as we get ready for the Oscars. Good evening, I'm Madison Weil.
And I'm Mark Salinger. Annenberg Media's Lauren Day is there with a look at how street closures are affecting local businesses.
This entire area in front of the Boulevard has been closed for the last 2 weeks. Some other side streets are also closed, making it difficult for local businesses to drive foot traffic. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is getting a little more famous this Sunday.
This is Hollywood's biggest week right here.
That's right, the Oscars is coming to town. But the star-filled extravaganza just 4 days away means lots of street closures.
About 2 weeks now. Yeah, I mean, they've been blocking it off.
This part of Hollywood Boulevard that you see behind me in front of the Hollywood and Highland Shopping Center has been closed for the last 2 weeks, making it difficult for visitors to find parking, grab a bite to eat, and of course, shop.
It's been slower in a sense, yeah, because I'm trying to, find a spot that, people come to.
Without the Oscars here, normally I'm talking to anywhere between 5 to 1,000 people a day. It's been less people, but I've been able to create more intimate conversation. I say we're at between 200 and 300 people a day.
And they aren't the only small businesses affected by the Oscars. The manager of a clothing store near the Oscars says business has been so slow during the week, there's no point in being open on Sunday.
Yeah, it's 100% closed. And the weekends are our busiest days, so it's a pretty big hit out of our fiscal week.
But Corey Dacey, the general manager of Believe It or Not, says the Oscars is good for business.
Very good for us. E-Entertainment rents our roof, so you'll see picture broadcast from our roof several times. I don't know necessarily that it drives the traffic as much as it just completes the word of mouth cycle for us.
But for those who are losing business, the Oscars is a major headache.
I've never liked the Oscars at all. Is it March yet?
For the Oscars on Sunday, there will be even more street closures in this entire surrounding area of the Hollywood and Highland Shopping Center. So, of course, if you're planning on coming to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, well, you might want to come another day. Live in Hollywood, Lauren Day, Annenberg Media.
Thank you, Laura. Lauren, now the street closures will affect more than just the local businesses. They could impact any weekend plans you have in Hollywood. As we get closer to Sunday, more and more streets around the Dolby Theater will be closed off by the Los Angeles Department of Transportation. Orchid Alley, Hollywood Boulevard, Hawthorne Alley, Hawthorne Avenue, and the sidewalks on Orange Drive will all be closed. Let's take a look at that map right now. Here's the Dolby Theater where everything is happening. This street, as these streets over here, will all be closed, as will Hawthorne Avenue down here. And of course, Hollywood Boulevard, where the red carpet is, will also be closed. Needless to say, it'll be a rough weekend for Los Angeles traffic.
This year's Oscar nominees are made up of a diverse group of actors and actresses. While last year's awards were criticized for lacking diversity, the woman who created the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite says the industry has improved.
The Academy invited 683 new members to the Academy last year for 2016, which was its largest and most diverse class ever. We see studio executives being much more willing to have discussions of diversity and inclusion. For example, J.J. Abrams is now saying that he wants to actively work with people of color on shows with his production company.
This year, 6 black actors received nominations, including former winners Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, and Denzel Washington. 9 films and documentaries with a diverse cast were also nominated. Joy McMillan is the first black woman to receive an editing Oscar nomination for her work in Moonlight. Indian actor Dev Patel received a nomination for his work in the film Lion. Cinema students on campus shared their thoughts on diversity in film.
It's difficult to gauge. Some years are better than others, but I think compared to last year, definitely a step forward. We've broken a lot of boundaries in terms of directors, black actors,
I've noticed not only in the big movies, but even in local theater productions or local film projects, there's oftentimes not a lot of diverse roles for characters from different diverse backgrounds.
I hope to see artists not necessarily relying on big studios to create create meaningful work and meaningful art.
The Academy's selections received praise from the African Film Critics Association. However, other organizations believe there is still work to be done. The film Hidden Figures is nominated for 3 Oscars, including Best Picture. It tells the true story of 3 gifted African-American women working at NASA in the 1960s. They played a key role in the momentous launch of John Glenn into space, crossing gender, race, and professional lines, much like one woman we spoke to, who says the film echoes her own experience.
I was told on a number of occasions that those customers that were looking for us to build the different satellites, programs, whatever, would not accept a woman or a black woman in that role. So this was really, I don't know if you've seen the Hidden Figures movie, but a lot of that is really true of the kinds of things that went on where the women were not allowed to put their name on reports, even though they wrote them. And they did all the work in them, but some man got credit for a lot of the work that was done by other people. And so the face of the organization was typically a white man.
Hidden Figures has brought in nearly $164 million at the box office and is certainly a big contender for Sunday's awards.
Now, believe it or not, President Donald Trump has a long history of live tweeting and hashtagging the Oscars, starting back in 2012. After live tweeting and bashing the 2013 Oscars, he vowed to return to Twitter once again, tweeting out, "By popular, extremely demand, I'll be live tweeting the Oscars 2014 on Sunday night. Tell all your friends I will not be pulling punches."
Trump continued to critique the awards, tweeting out, "Just terrible," and "Is this boring or is it just me?" While some disagreed with his harsh reviews, others actually liked Trump's straightforwardness, even encouraging his political career, tweeting, "Trump is really not liking the Oscars. He tells it the way that it is, which would be nice in a president. Hashtag Trump 2016.
Now, in 2015, Trump interestingly compared the awards to then-President Obama, tweeting, "The Oscars are a sad joke, very much like our president. So many things are wrong." And also, the Oscars were a great night for Mexico, and why not? They're ripping off the U.S. more than almost any other nation. This, of course, was referring to Birdman director Alejandro González Iñárritu and the film's success, earning 4 Academy Awards.
Although President Trump might not live tweet this Sunday, as he'll be at the governor's ball, we can expect a night of surprises, right, Mark?
That's right, and we can also expect some new advertisements. The New York Times will run its first television ad in 7 years during the Oscars. The subject, truth. Take a look. Investigation of any type of classified information. We reached out to the New York Times about why they were running the ad. In a statement, a Times spokesperson said, quote, "There's a national dialogue going on right now about facts and the truth. How does one know the truth and what it is? Our research showed that not enough people understand what it takes to do quality original reporting. And once they do understand it, they are much more likely to pay for it. This campaign is a first salvo in communicating that and in furthering the national dialogue about how one gets to the truth." End quote. We also spoke to a New York Times reporter and a USC alum about the ad.
The New York Times is the beacon of truth in a land of misguided at times and clickbait content, and I think that ad gets at the core of the company values, which is just to always focus on facts above anything else, and to cut through the clutter that's constantly flooding our news feeds and get to the truth.
Print versions of the ad will also run online and on billboards throughout the country.
Right now, Annenberg Media's Drew Schwendeman joins me to talk Oscar nominations.
Well, Best Picture is always one of the most talked about parts of the Oscars, and there are 9 contenders in this year's race. To give you a quick rundown of who's in the running, here are the films nominated for Best Picture: La La Land, Arrival, and Lion; Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, and Moonlight; Hacksaw Ridge, Manchester by the Sea, and Fences. We talked to USC students to test their nominee knowledge. What movie do you think is going to win Best Picture this weekend?
I'm sorry, I just don't know what's nominated.
Have you heard of La La Land?
Yes, I have. Seen it as well.
I honestly don't even know. Oh, La La Land.
You want La La Land?
La La Land. What are the options?
Does nobody know the options?
Film?
What?
La La Land.
Is it going to be like Cinderella? Is that one of them?
Not even one of them.
Maybe La La Land, just because that's what I've heard the most about. But I haven't seen it myself yet.
Yeah, my parents saw La La Land and they really liked it, so probably that.
The one with Ryan Reynolds?
Oh my God, La La Land.
La La Land. Do you know any of the other nominees?
No.
Have you heard of Hidden Figures?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, I heard that's really good.
Okay.
I heard that's good.
That's another competitor, and also Lion.
I've never heard of that before.
Manchester by the Sea.
Oh my God. Wait, is that the one with Ben Affleck's brother? Oh God, he kills me.
I saw the trailer.
He's so cute.
He's like kind of hot.
Kind of love that.
I'd vote for him.
Same.
Just because he's hot?
Yeah.
You would vote for Casey Affleck over Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think I'm gonna go with La 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 Land. I don't even like La La Land.
La La Land as the winner, just because but I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see it.
I saw it twice actually. It's that good.
Really?
I think it deserves it. Really.
Hidden Figures.
Why?
Because I feel like it's more socially relevant and, it's just a better message.
Well, it seems like the USC community has their fingers crossed for La La Land, but who are you guys rooting for?
I know I hate to be that girl, but if La La Land doesn't win, I will actually cry. But Hidden Figures is also great. There are a lot of great films up.
Honestly, living in Los Angeles and watching La La Land just made you love the city that you're in.
It's a love story to the city. It really is.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I'm pulling for La La Land also.
All right, well, I just have to see it. Thanks for watching See It Live from everyone at Annenberg Media. I'm Madison Wild.
And I'm Mark Salinger. You can watch us on the web at usannenbergmedia.com. Good night.